I think we're going with a Little Red Riding Hood, dark fantasy horror, like scary, foggy look to our cover. And I'm super excited for this. And I'm so excited for you all to be here. So let me go ahead and pop this up on my screen. And there we go. Beautiful. If you're joining me, let me know where you're joining me from. Today we are using Photoshop CC. We are using EBook Intuos Pro editing tablet, which is off to the side of my computer. And I will be using my blue light blocking glasses to make sure I do not burn my eyes out as we are doing all the fun, fabulous, wonderful things today. So I am super excited for you guys to be joining me. I'm going to go ahead and get started, but please jump into my chat box and say hello. Let me know that you are here and that you are excited to jump in and get started. The first thing that I want to do is show you the really cool wall that I have found for this. I'm so excited for this. And that's actually not the wall that I meant. I meant the gate. The gate is what I wanted to show you all. Wow, guys, it might be a day. I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to expand this and make this a little bit bigger. I want to keep it more or less within the confines of the cover here. Unfortunately, covers are like really wonky shaped. And I'm actually real quick just going to see if I stretch it a little bit, how that plays out. That's still doable. So I'm going to leave it there for now. We are going to build a wall out of this, but I want to make sure we drop in our model first. So we've got our, what I'm calling a Little Red Riding Hood-ish character. Netherlands, ooh, and Arizona. I'm excited you guys are here. I'm just using my quick selection tool real quick, and I am just going to highlight my Red Riding Hood here. Start thinking, do you want to leave this as a Red Riding Hood retelling? Because I'm thinking yes. But we also have the potential to change her cape as well. And I have to decide if I want to keep the lantern in place here or not. I guess for now we'll just kind of run with that. And I'm just going to put so we've got a really cool Red Riding Hood here. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to grab a hard round brush 100% opacity. And I am just going to zoom in and I'm going to start getting rid of any of like the halo-y look around her. And obviously we didn't pick up all of her hand here. So we're just going to add this in and we're just going to smooth this out. And we're just going to make sure everything fits right in here. Beautiful. And we're just going to take away any pixelation. Obviously we're going to have to get into that lantern and fix that up a little bit. But for now, we're doing okay on this one. I can even, and I didn't think about this before, but I could potentially just grab another lantern and pop it in there if I need to, if that makes it easier for me. But let me just draw out part of this. Oops. And I'm just, because I'm using a layer mask here, if I make a mistake, I'm just toggling between the X, or with the X button between white and black. White paints on, black paints off. And it's non-destructive, so it's kind of amazing. I want you guys to start thinking of a title. Remember, my vibes for this is like a dark, scary-ish Red Riding Hood, mysterious forest type retelling. And what my vision is behind the gate, we're going to have this really dark, foresty type thing that she's about to walk into. But let me know, what do you guys think? And I am just painting in here, kind of see what I want and what I don't want. And just getting rid of some of this. I don't even know what all... Sometimes there's just weird things, apparently. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. There we go. Okay, close enough. We're going to call that. So then I'm going to just come over to the other side here. I'm just going to remove some of the pixelation around her fingers because there's definitely some here. And we're just going to clean this up just a little bit. If you have not voted on my TikTok or Reel today, by the way, make sure you do because you are picking outfits for a special event tonight, which is so much fun. And I also want to hear in the comments, what type of cover do you want to see me do next week? I always kind of wait until the end to ask you. So I'm asking you earlier, what type of cover do you want to see me do next week for our live stream? Y'all know we're here every single Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. To create a cover, and you guys get to help me pick models and genres and titles and all the good fabulous things, what she's going to look like or what a model will look like if we're doing like a text-based thing or what the deal is. And I see y'all are commenting. I'm going to look at those in just a second. I'm just finishing up getting this halo off of my model here. And then we can resize her. We can resize the gate. And we can add our background. And then we can really add in all the good stuff. So I'm booking it here to try to get this done. And almost there. Almost there. There's just a little bit around her hood. Are y'all a fan of capes? I am such a big fan of capes. I have a bunch of them hanging in my closet. Sometimes you see them on my TikToks. But let me know, do you own any capes or cloaks or whatever we're calling them today? Beautiful, I got it. Let me check in with you guys real fast. It's a very pretty gate. Yes, it is. You like the lantern? Hey, hey, girl. 8 p.m. in your time zone. Well, hello over the pond. Maybe make the red a little deeper, like a wine color. Escape through the night. Oh, that's a good name. Sci-fi AI or cyborg looking cover would be cool next week. Girl, have you seen, actually, I can't tell you that. Never mind. I have a pre-made cover, but it has, it's been spoken for and I don't want to ruin anything. So I cannot say too much, but I got a thing that you should definitely know about, Riley. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to shrink her down a little bit to make sure she fits. That's actually not bad. That's not bad. I think the next step we're going to do is we're going to pick our background because that will affect where the gate is placed. If it's going to be further behind her or closer up. And I mean, I could even make the gate like closer up. I don't know what I want to do yet. Let's find out. Let's find out. I am going to drag my model up and then I'm going to add in some samples here of potential backgrounds we can have. And I'm almost thinking I kind of like this one because it's like glowy and nice. But let me just bring these up above this layer so we can decide what we might potentially like. I'm almost... I just want to real quick, I just want to duplicate my gate, which is not showing. There we go. We could potentially do something like this, and if I squish it in just a little bit, then I can have part of the gates, multiple locations. What do we think of this? That's not bad. That's not bad. Let me adjust this just a little bit. There we go. And then we would build out our wall. So let me actually add our wall in here, down here, and we're going to do some color adjusting on that. Ooh, it didn't move properly. We are going to do some color adjusting on this. But let me do the color adjusting because it looks weird now. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to come in and I'm going to grab a black and white layer. And I'm just going to use a clipping mask and attach it directly to the stone there. And obviously it starts to blend it in already. I'm going to grab a brightness and contrast panel, again, using the clipping mask. And I'm going to bump up my contrast. And bump that. Nope, just like that. Just like that. Let me check in with you guys. You like the gate placement. You like the first background option. What fantasy book doesn't have cloaks? I know, girl, I know. Maybe some fantasy. Well, we're gonna put, I'm thinking, some fog into it, and make it dark. But let's try, now that we kind of have our placement, let's try some of those other backgrounds to see what we like. Ooh, that one is not so awesome for sticking the gate out there. Yep, I think we're gonna go with the lighter one just so that we can kind of see the gate going on here. And this is definitely not fit properly, so let me go ahead and adjust this. The other thing is we can do some cool stuff here. So I'm actually going to duplicate that layer, and I'm just going to start moving it over because it doesn't have to just sit right there. It could be something like this, and then put a layer mask on it on a soft round brush, 100% opacity. I'm just going to paint off some of this. There, look at that. Now we've got the trees going on here. And we've just created an entirely new forest. Look at us go. We're fantastic. Love it. I'm just going to erase bits of this. There we go. There we go. We're going to have to do some color correcting, of course. But I'm kind of liking how this is working. All right, so let's see. Next thing I need to do is actually mess with my gate. So I'm going to come up to my gate level. I'm going to go to my brightness and contrast panel. I am going to use a clipping mask. I'm going to bump up my contrast, and I'm going to bump up my brightness. Just a little bit there. Yeah, that's not bad. Now that I'm looking at this, I may want to change my wall just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that inside of a folder. I'm going to label it wall, and then I'm going to duplicate it, turn off one of the layers, and then make this a little bit smaller. Yeah, I like that better because then it looks a little more proportional. That's better. Now, another thing is, and I don't have the pieces for this, I will have to go fetch them, but I should probably put some greenery on that wall back there. So let me just see if I can't grab some vines real fast while we are doing this. I'm just looking through my files. Just hang on 1 second while I look this baby up, because it's apparently harder than I thought to find them in my files. It really is a thing. Sometimes it is a thing. I'm just checking real fast to see what type that is. Let me try that. That actually, no, that one. This is the one I want. That's the one I want. This is the one I want. I found it. Hang on. I got to put it at the right angle. And then we're going to add that baby in. So right now I am just adjusting. I'm just adjusting. It's not what I want. It's not what I want, you guys. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. It's buffering. Uh-oh. Can you guys see me? Let me know. Please let me know if you can see me. I do need to hear from you and let me know. Can you see me? Do you have the ability to see and hear and all of the things? I am just downloading that real fast. Anybody else? Anybody? Anybody? Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can hear me. As I continue to add in some leaves over here, I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. We are going to adjust. We're going to adjust our greenery color. Yes, we can see. You can see it. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, just checking. I get real nervous when people are like, I can't see you. I don't know if it's one person or if it's everybody. All right, so I just used a brightness and contrast panel, and I am just bumping up the brightness and the contrast on this. And I actually want to do a little desaturation, so I'm just going to come into a hue and saturation panel again with a clipping mask, and I am just bringing my saturation down a little bit. And that didn't work. That didn't work. Okay, I'm happy. We're going to leave it. It is what it is. You can see and hear me. Beautiful. There is apparently a little bit of a delay here. Okay, there we go. Better, better. So then at this point, I do need to work on my model a little bit. So I'm going to come up to her level, and I am just going to grab a brightness and contrast panel, again with the clipping mask, and I am going to bump up my brightness pretty severely and my contrast just a little bit. Nice. Okay. So then I can see that she already is not quite at the bottom. So I'm just going to tap that down just a little bit. Y'all, I might need to keep this cover. This is turning out nice. I like this. I do want to do a little bit of color adjusting. So I'm going to come down to my background layer, and I'm just going to bump it up a little bit from the contrast up. There we go. Oh, I like that. I like that. This is nice. I can already see that there's some stuff I want to do that I don't have the stuff ready for, but I might have to go fetch it because, ooh, it could be cool. It could be cool indeed. Okay, next thing I want to do, I'm actually going to pull up a folder with my fog overlays in it because I do, in fact, want to add some fog into this and see how it works. It may either be perfection or it may be, oh, what is that? And so I am just pulling up my fog overlays here, and then I'm just going to go through them, and oop, it jumped on me. And let me add that in here. And I'm just changing my blend mode to screen. And that might not be the fog that I like, or I could duplicate it, and it's still not the fog that I'm loving on, so let's try a different style. There are, of course, lots of different things you can be working with this, and I am just going to see what kind of works with this particular cover. This is the one I typically go for. And then we'll just duplicate that a little bit, reduce the opacity, and then we're going to put that into a folder and put a layer mask over it, and then on a soft round brush, 100% opacity black, we're going to paint it off where we don't like it. So we've got a little bit of fog down low. We do want to have different layers of fog. So we want to make sure that we are adding in some different layers here. And you can see there's some like harsher lines on some of these things. So we may have to kind of change some of this up. I'm not loving this one, so let's try this again with a different one. Let me try this one. This one's very intense. If you can see there how intense that baby is. And that's actually kind of interesting. So what I would do for this is I might leave it. I was going to use the Gaussian blur on it, but I'm not. I'm just putting a layer mask on it. And then on a hard round brush, 100% opacity, I'm just removing those dark lines. But look how we kind of filled that in. I kind of like that. So now with this, I'm actually going to go below that layer, and I'm just going to add a blank layer. I'm going to grab my gradient tool, and I'm going to go into the color over transparent, and then on the linear setting, I am just going to go to the bottom of my screen, hold my shift button down so it's nice and straight. What just happened there? There we go. I am going to add in a little bit of darkness down toward the bottom. Retelling fantasy vibes. I know. You're writing right now while you're watching. Oh, cool. Very nice. Okay. So we're going to need a title in a minute. The next step I want to do is to make that lantern glow, baby. So we are going to come into the cover right here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Whoa. Haha, clicked the wrong button there. I'm going to grab my gradient tool again, except this time I'm going to switch it to radial instead of linear. I'm just going to come in and I'm going to grab like a yellow tone, and I am just going to kind of pop some on here, and look, there we go. It's a glow. I'm going to put a layer mask over it, and then on a soft round brush, 100% opacity, I'm just going to paint it off of where the light is, because when things glow, they glow white, and then the glow around them is colored. So if you ever look at like Star Wars lightsabers, you're going to notice, or like glow sticks or whatever, it's all white, and then the glow around them is the color. So let me just turn that on and off so you can see all of a sudden we've got the glow, baby. And the way the fog is laying, it actually kind of projects it onto her cape, and I like the way that it has done that. Yes, that works for me. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Let me see. What else do I want to do here? I do want to save this before anything bad happens. Y'all know I'm terrible at saving these while I am doing things. I do think I want to darken down the side of the gate. So if you look at the right side of my screen, you're going to see how it looks almost a little bright next to her arm there. So I'm just going to lasso part of this. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to come in on a brightness and contrast panel, and I'm just going to bump my brightness down and my contrast up. And you can see the line right there. So then all I'm going to do is take my brush on a soft round brush, 100% opacity setting, and I'm just going to paint it on and off where I want it. There we go. And that just kind of grounds it a little bit. Oh, y'all, I like this. This is good. This is good. Let's see. This Red Riding Hood hunts the wolf for sure. She looks fierce. I know. Girls on a mission, right? You'd read this book? I feel like I want to write this book. I want to save this for me. If you want to buy it, your only chance is right now. It's $100 while we're on air. CoverDay.com has all the terms and services. Otherwise, it's probably going to end up in my collection because I kind of like where it's going. It might end up over on CoverDay. I don't know yet. Okay, now I'm thinking I definitely want to play with my lighting a bit. And I'm trying to decide, I either want to make her a little bit glowy or I want to do some cool lighting effects. So I'm just going to come in and I'm going to go up to layer, style, outer glow there. I had to make sure I had the word right. And I'm just going to kind of puff this up a little bit. You can kind of see how she's glowing here. This is the wrong color, but I wanted to show you what this effect is. So real fast, let me try some different colors to kind of see. Oh, yes, baby. So then we're just going to kind of adjust where we need to. So it's not so big, not so bold, but definitely got some glow going on here. So you can see it's really bright. And now I'm just reducing my opacity, make her a little bit glowy, a little bit on the fantasy side of life. And I'm just adjusting. I am just sliding my opacity. I'm sliding my sizing to get it to where I want it to be. Not bad. Not bad at all. Riding Hood is secretly the big bad wolf when the full moon is out. Rawr. Is this my next retelling? No, because I have 800 others to write first. This Red Riding... Oh, I got that one. You can write a second Red Riding Hood retelling. No connection with Blood is Silent. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, I definitely have different versions of some of my retellings in the works as well. So, yes, that is a thing, and that is a thing that is happening. Okay. All right. Okay. I almost want to try something. I'm going to come down to where my gate is, and I'm going to put this in a folder. I'm going to label it gate. I'm going to duplicate that layer, and I am going to convert it to a smart object. And then what I want to do, because I just want to try something. This is just something I want to try. So I'm just cutting out my gate here. And I'm just cutting out the metal. I don't want the branches. I don't want the tree. I don't want the extra stuff. Just the main piece here, baby. And then I'm just going to copy that. Okay. So then I'm going to go up to my layer style, down to my outer glow. And I don't want it to be red. I want it to be maybe like a white, but I'm going to have to bring it way, way in. Nope, not white. White's not the color. Maybe like a green. Okay, that makes it pop, but I definitely have to bring that down because that's way too much. But look at how it kind of... I'm just playing with my sliders here. But look at how that kind of makes it pop a little bit. I'm kind of liking this. Maybe that's not quite the right color. Let me just playing a little bit. That's not bad. But it kind of makes it stand out a little more, which I like. Let me just toggle this on and off. Oh, maybe I don't like that. No, I don't think I like that. Okay, skipping that, which means I do need to pull up one of my other folders because I want to work on some lighting effects with you guys. So let me just pull up this other folder. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put some lighting effects behind that gate to make a little bit of it pop just a tiny bit more because I feel like I just want just a little bit of flair in there. And I might even change my mind when we get the title in there. So this is your chance, friends. This is your chance to give me a really, really good title. Because in the, I want to say off chance, but also slightly likely chance that I keep this and I write this, I'm going to need an idea, which I will come up with the idea for the story. I got a lot of them. But you could potentially name this book. I'm just saying, if I like the title enough, I might just keep it. So I'm just pulling up right now my oh, well, there it is. Beautiful. Okay, I'm pulling up my flares. Let me go ahead and I'm going to come down to this layer here. And I am just going to, I'm going to actually come down all the way. There we go. Beautiful. So I am just looking for like a green tone-ish flare. And I can change things if I need to, but I'm just kind of going through it and seeing what I like, what might look nice. Yellows could also work, but I know I've got some greenish stuff in here somewhere. So then I'm just going to change my blend mode down to screen. We know with the screen blend mode, it removes anything that's black. Oh, there we go. Already it's starting to pop a little bit, but I'm going to arrange like where it is. Oh, I like it better up higher. Yep. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Lots of ideas. You know, I like to like pair up ideas too. Let's see. I'm just looking through flares now. This is a little more yellow than I had thought or than I had wanted, so I'm going to skip that one. This one, there we go. Green, green. I've got my greens. Wow, that was extremely into the woods of me. Oh, man. That was a throwback to my 8th grade musical right there. Okay, we've got some green colors. So now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to figure out where I want those to be. Wow, okay. I'm almost seeing some like fairy-ish like things coming in here. That's, ooh. Oh, I like that. I'm going to come up to my filter down to blur, down to Gaussian blur, and I'm just going to blur it a little bit to remove some of those lines. I still want the liney look to it, but I want to remove some of the harshness of it. Just right there is good. And then I'm going to keep adding in some green colors, little flares of green, I think, because apparently I like this, and this is working for me. And I'm apparently designing a book I'm writing. I don't know, unless, again, if someone would buy this, so that I don't have to write this, I would not have a problem with that. So please feel free. I'm just kind of figuring out where I want some of these flares, if I want them bigger, if I want them smaller. I'm not quite sure yet. Ooh, that's a little too much. But I kind of like that pop of green behind her arm there. Oh, yeah, that worked. That works. And then, let's see. We want some greenish down here, something over here. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Okay, I kind of like these green pops behind her with the red glow. That's kind of nice. Ooh, off of her shoulder. Yes, that looks really good. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, I like that too. Okay, okay. Let me just, I just duplicated it again. I'm just making it bigger. And I'm bringing it down here, but I'm going to lower the opacity and see how that looks. Ooh, oh my gosh, you all. No one buy this, so she has to, Riley, one of us needs to make an income here. Not helping. Oh God, you're so funny. Force her to write it. I don't have to write anything. I might just be obstinate about it now and be like, nah. Oh gosh, you guys are so funny. I'm just kind of adjusting some lighting here, seeing what we can do. Oh, I see what I did. I had that lowered. There we go. Better. I don't want that. We got some interesting, like, oh. Okay, I see you with the interesting things going on here. I've got a really cool flare I want to put in front of her now that I'm starting to see this kind of come together. I'm just looking for this. Oh, this is not the one I thought it was, but I'm going to try this. I have to go up above her level. And I am just going to grab this one because I think it's more of like a greenish flare. Oh, okay, that's exactly not what I thought it was, but maybe I can do something with this. If I use my Gaussian blur. And what? No, that's a no. That's going to be a no. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, so that was not what I thought it was. I need to find the thing that I actually want. So I'm just kind of going through this and I'm looking. It's going to be like, have you ever seen when somebody takes a photo of the sun and you get that little like trail of gold and it's just like different shapes coming down kind of in a line? I'm looking for something like that, which I just saw. There it is. Like that. And so we're just going to hit screen. We're going to bring it in right here. And then I'm just going to figure out where this lies best. I don't know if I like it on her shoulder like this. I'm just adjusting this to see where things might look good. Grr. Why are you doing this to me? There's the one flare there that I don't like. Oh, that's, no. I'm just trying to figure out where that's gonna work. Maybe like that. Okay, so then we have to remove that like weird sun thing up in the sky. That needs to go. So that's just right there. Nice. That's better. Do I like that one? I don't know if I like it there. Maybe I don't. Let me just keep trying. Oh. Maybe over here. There, that's better. I like that. I can run with that. It is a little bit on her face, so I'm just removing it from her face just a little bit. There we go. Sometimes your flares remind me of the fairies from Peter Pan before they reveal themselves as fairies. Nice. Please write it, I ask nicely. Y'all, you're gonna kill me here with all the things that I'm trying to do. Man, I need to do a title. I need to do a title. Okay, guys, we need the title before I can go any further. I see things that I want to do. If this is my cover, I'm going to end it fairly soon, and I am going to do some tweaking to it and not show you guys. That's what we're going to do. That's the game we're playing today. So let me go ahead. I'm just going to glance through and see if there's any other lights that I want to kind of use first. There's this. Let me see if I can move this in the way I want it to be. Oh. That's kind of interesting. What do you guys think? Just removing some of the lines there that I don't like. I do kind of like that, though. Kind of gives it this fantasy vibe to it, y'all. Did I just talk myself into a fantasy Red Riding Hood retelling? Ugh, killing me. This went from spooky to fantasy. I know it did. It did, and it's always the lighting, too. It's always the lighting. Man, I need to work on my lighting, by the way. I'm adding in a brightness and contrast panel, and I'm bumping up my contrast, and I'm bumping up my brightness, and then adjusting. Okay, title. Let's go. Nothing like a little peer pressure. Y'all. Behind the red hood. Ooh, oh, hidden behind the red hood. The wolf within. Hunting the big bad wolf. Oh. The world beyond. The true wolf. Red Rider. Her hood keeps her from going into wolf form. There are... Oh, you know what that is? Once upon a time, she had to wear her hood to not turn into the wolf kind of a thing or something like that. Okay. Let's see. Yes, you kind of did. Yes, you did talk yourself into writing this. Can't wait to read it. Danielle, you're not helping my cause here. Oh, if I had an idea, I'd write it, but I don't. So I have to. Why do I? Because I always have the ideas. I know. My life is not fair. I'm just saying. I'm working on so many things for you guys, though. I'm just duplicating my font over here. Because here we go. Now we have to come up with a title for this thing. And if I had time to think of an actual storyline, we could actually do this, but let's see. Oh. How about something like Crimson Curse? since we're doing the whole fantasy thing, we're gonna have to not do this color font because we need to make this stand out better. So, what I need to do, let me try grabbing some red. I don't think that was the red that I wanted. There we go. It's a little bit better. And then I'm just gonna grab like a red color, and then we have to make this stand out. Tell me all your ideas, and then I can try to write them so that you don't. We thought of too many good titles. I know. Such a good book. Y'all need to buy the books I already have out. I need to make money off of those. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm going to go into my effects panel and I'm going to change up this font. And I'm going to go into my bevel and emboss, and I am just going to change things, and we'll see how it goes. Fonts are always the most difficult to do for things like this, and again, if this is my cover, it's not going to be like this. I am going to be changing some things. Oh, I like how it looks, but it doesn't stand out very well, which means I would have to, like, change things. So let's change things, and let's see what we can do. But not that. That's hideous. What is that? Oh, man. Oh. Nope, 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 nope. What? This is not what we are doing, people. That is not what we're doing. Okay, I see. Thank you. My goodness, my toolbox did not want to cooperate there. And I could just, like, blur it out, kind of, and I don't love it. Maybe it's the font. Let me get rid of this hideous font. Let me try something else here. Okay. Fantasy fonts. Let's just look. Fantasy fonts tend to be a little more scripty. They were a little more blocky. That is not it. And so sometimes we just kind of go through and figure out what's what. And again, I'm not putting too much effort into this because if I have to keep this cover and write it. Let's see. Oh, that is definitely dystopia right there. That title or that font. Let's see. Wow, that's intense. That was also intense. These are very intense type things. Oh my goodness. Someone please buy this so I don't have to do this. I'm just saying. Nope. That's a no. This is probably something, if I'm keeping this is probably something that I am customizing my font for. I'll come in and make an actual font. This is not working. This is not what I want it to be. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's a little bit better. Let me slide that. I don't like this. I don't like this. What was I gonna call this? Crimson Curse. Let's see. Curse. Yeah, that definitely looks not it. That is not it. Don't buy it. Make me write it. Stop. You can't be on a ban, Sophie. You need to buy her books. Oh, yeah. Wait, what? I'm gonna be buying ban. Let's see how long it lasts. Oh yeah, buy the book. Buy the books, because if you don't, I'm not ever gonna write this because I'll never get to that point. Let's see. We need something. Maybe we don't want red. Maybe we don't want red. Let's try something else. Let's try a white. Let's try a white, and let's Hi, am I back? Let me know. Let me know if I am back for you. I saw that y'all were saying I was frozen, so I'm adding myself back in, putting myself there. Cool. Let me know. Let me know if you can see. She's also frozen. Come back. I'm back. Can you see me? Please let me know. I'm going to keep going, assuming that you can see me because I refreshed the page. Here's hoping. Let's see. Let me turn on effects. Let me turn off all that stuff. And let me pull up my effects. And I'm back. Beautiful. So right now I'm just adding in kind of a shadow to this. And I don't like the font, but I do like how it's situated a little bit better. So let me try another font. And we're just not loving that. Ooh. Let me try this Crimson. Yeah, not loving. Not loving. Which means I have to go back into my effects panel. Ooh, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. Let me try putting like a satin over it or something. Oh, hello. That got interesting fast. I'm just kind of playing around with this. I don't love it. Let me go back into my bevel and emboss. And I'm just playing with my settings now. No. Sometimes I just hate fonts so much. But I have an idea, so let's try this. I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to change my blend mode to... Oh, really? That's the game we're going to play right now? Okay. I'll see. Okay. So I am just converting that to a smart object, and then I'm just... There we go. And then all I'm going to do is paint on a little bit of flare. And I'm just going to duplicate and duplicate. Yeah, that's okay. Since I am apparently keeping this, you thought it was the tactic to get you to stop. Funny. I'm gonna hustle and get this next part done. If it's mine, I guess it doesn't really matter now, does it? Yeah, I despise that font. Despise. So I will have to work on that. I'll have to work on that and see how that goes later on. So what I would do is the same effect here, just to kind of get this so that it looks some semblance of, because it's still going to live on YouTube. For those of you still here. I'm just going to put that on there, duplicate that a couple of times. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So at that point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to possibly keep this. If not, it might end up on coverday.com. You can check in a while. I'm not sure yet. But I'm just going to kind of leave this the way that it is for now. And actually what I'm going to do, because this is not my favorite and I don't love it the way that it is. So I'm just going to remove that. There we go. And we'll call it a day on this one. I have to go get ready for my rooftop dinner anyway. So you're still here. I'm glad that you are still here. Fantastic. Wow, there's a bunch of y'all here today. Only a couple of you were talking to me in the comments, but I see that y'all are here. I'm glad that you're here. Thanks, friends. So there's some stuff I'm going to do to zhuzh this up. I'm going to add some stuff in the foreground that's in front of her. I'm going to add in like the author name and the title and whatever, and I'm going to work on the fonts and the text because I'm actually going to do a custom font for this because I didn't love what I was seeing. The other thing is I could put my title down lower and the author name up higher. Okay. So I've got a vision for this, but since I apparently have to keep this, I am going to do some stuff in secret to make it a little bit different. So you can kind of see how we built out the wall. You can see how we added in the vines. We created that background. We made her glowy. We added the really cool lighting to this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save this. And I do need to hear from you. What type of cover do you want to see me create next week? Paranormal, a couple? Do you want to see dystopia? Do you want to see a princess? Do you want to see a retelling? What do you want to see? We'll be working on this. And then if I decide not to keep this, which I'll make that decision probably tomorrow, I will put it over on coveraday.com. Otherwise, you'll probably see it in like 2 years. So that's that. Thank you all so much for joining. Appreciate each and every one of you being here. This has been super, super fun. If you've not voted over on my TikTok or my Instagram Reels on which outfit I should wear tonight to my rooftop dinner birthday celebration, which birthday is over the weekend, but today was the nice weather day. Rooftop dinner, of course. So please go vote on what I should be wearing. I will see you on the socials. Sci-fi cyborg, exciting ideas. Keep those coming in. Feel free to DM me or leave comments on the video. Actually, if you could leave a comment on the video, not in the chat box, but in the actual comments, that helps my ranking on YouTube, and that would be incredibly helpful. If you've not hit the subscribe and notification bell, please make sure you do. We're trying to get this channel monetized, which means I need 1,000 followers and 4,000 watch hours, and we are not anywhere near the watch hours. So please play through my videos, watch some of them, check them out. You can just hit the playlist and let it play. You can put it on mute, put it on the bottom of your screen, and you don't even have to pay too much attention to it. I'm just saying to help a girl out. And go through all these other cover designs, the talk show episodes, like all the cool tutorials and the vlogs and the behind the scenes. That would be super helpful for me. And I will see you again next week for our live stream cover creations. You're viewing this while I am doing it live does not count toward monetization. So, you could always play it back when we're done, and then I would get the credit for it. So that would be super, super helpful. And I will see you guys